All right, greetings to all, and thank you very much for finding time to be here. We're super passionate about what we're about to, discuss tonight. What you're going to discover is your pathway to $1 million. Yes, what you're going to discover is how you can eliminate inflation from your life, eradicate poverty, and begin having a very solid retirement plan. What do you want for your future? Would you like to be a granddad, grandmom, and when your grandkids come visiting, they come with their international passports because they expect that you're going to take them on the tour of different countries during their holidays, flying first class? Or would you like to take members of your family on surprise visits to various parts of the world, go shopping, see the beauties of the world? Would you like to watch the television screen and see a big tree? You see a location with something very powerful, a natural phenomenon that is, very inspiring, and you decide instantly, hey, let's go there next week. This is possible when you have a sustainable system. It is possible when you have a platform that works. It is possible when you have an anti-scam system. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna let me delete this. Let me delete this, and then I'm gonna stop people from writing on the screen. All right. So this is possible when you have an anti-scam system, a system that is a blessing to you, the world, and everybody you know about. This is possible when you have the technology that is 100% anti-scam. All right, trying to put myself on full screen mode. So we have a resilient system that's been tested for over 3 years. So that is why you see the 4.0 there. Since 2021, it has been tested. Now, let me tell you a secret. Back in 2021, people were doing guesswork with this technology because they just felt there was nothing to learn. They just didn't want to understand the technology. They just jumped in, began to use the technology, and they misused it. Today, after 3 years of use, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to discover a life-changing technology that's going to position you for financial breakthrough. It is a skill-based system. This is not a Ponzi scheme. This is not a system where you say a 1% daily and all those ROI. This is not a system where your money vanishes. This is not a system where the platform tells you goodbye and you're left stranded. It's a sustainable and scalable business. Over the last 3 years plus, this platform you're about to discover has kept improving its technology. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to introduce you and take you on this tour of this powerful technology. Now, like was introduced by the first speaker, inflation is your enemy. Everybody knows that. It's usually calculated year on year. Inflation has one goal: to reduce your standard of living, so that if you could afford 3 square meals in the past, you will just barely afford one. Inflation can make you, if you're somebody that always takes fruits and vegetables, you just start eating carbs because you cannot afford fruits. Inflation can bring you down. Things you could do for your family, you begin to struggle with them. So if you hear that the inflation rate of a country is this percentage, it means that the cost of goods and services generally would be 10% higher a year later. But sometimes when you go to the market to shop, especially if you're from West Africa, you might just suddenly find out that the cost of goods and services is jumping like almost every 2 weeks, 10% higher. Sometimes it could appear that way. So things can really get insidious and dangerous. And that is why this slide is titled, Your Enemy is Inflation. Of course, we have some sample figures here of inflation across different African countries. And the reason I put this slide here is simple. You see, if you live in a country that has 33.69% as inflation, or a country that has 40.69%, you cannot afford, or even one with 18.9%, you cannot afford to fold your arms. You cannot afford to sit down idle. You have to be ready to work smart, work harder, and create more impact in your life so that you don't fall behind. Well, if you're from Europe, sometimes you see a lot of the European countries have single-digit inflation, apart from Turkey. So you might be in these countries and you are relatively calm. Somebody told me, oh, I'm now in Canada. I'm earning in dollars. I don't have to stress myself. Hey, you are earning in dollars and spending in dollars. All right? So you need to make your dollar still work for you to beat the inflation in your location. All right? This is the chart of the US dollar, and it has one goal. I want you to understand that even when you're earning in dollars, inflation is chopping at you. Now, what $70,000 could buy in 1913, you need $1 million to buy it now in 2013. That is how insidious it is. So if your family locked up $1 million in 1913 in the bank, left it for 100 years, and you bring out that $1 million, you realize that what you could buy then and what you could buy now, the gap is extreme. All right, so this inflation is caused by, a combination of factors: bad government policies, policy somersault, wrong decisions, geopolitical tension, wars. So the World War I, the World War II, the Cold War affected fiat currencies all over the world, not just the US dollar. Then when President Nixon removed the gold back in the dollar in 1971, you see, from then the dollar didn't have any backing or value and kept on eroding. At times, government means well, but their decisions can have counter effects. And so once these policies keep coming, quantitative easing keeps happening, and it's not properly controlled, before you know what's happening, inflation kicks in. All right, enough of all the theory about inflation and what it can do. We all know because we feel it. So the question is this: how can you counter it? One of the most powerful ways to counter inflation is by putting some of your money on the blockchain. Listen, the blockchain is defined as the internet of value, which also means the internet of money. All right? So you have the internet where you can get a lot of information, Google, YouTube, TikTok and all that. But there's the internet of money, where everything you touch is money. Every asset that hits you is money. If somebody in the internet of money takes an asset and stones it at you, it's money. That is the internet where everything you see, money left, money right, there's so much money, there's so much digital assets, to benefit from. Now, here's the powerful thing about the blockchain. It can jump up by 100% in a month when it wants to. So it can outperform your inflation. Yeah, so when most people start, they start with little funds, but you need to have some good money spread across several digital assets, milking this blockchain. Just before this session, I had a session where somebody said, oh, with this technology I'm about to, you're about to discover, I was able to make 14%, 30% in 5 weeks. Another made 14% in 8 days on the blockchain. So all of this is possible. You can beat inflation on the blockchain. The blockchain can make you rich. But guess what? Sometimes the powerful people in the society might want you to be scared of the blockchain. And this is what happened initially. The top big billionaires said Bitcoin was rat poison. Bitcoin will not stand the test of time. Nothing. It will fail. It's a bubble. And the years passed. Bitcoin went from less than $1 to $70,000. So this is the power of what we're showing you. It's a system where the power of money is in the people's hands, and the people decide where does it go. Now, the blockchain is not controlled by any central government. It is controlled by the people. And so sometimes it scares the government. So let me tell you this. Every powerful concept goes through 3 phases. Phase 1, it is belittled and ignored. Phase 2, it is persecuted out of fear. Phase 3, it is now generally accepted and embraced. So depending on the country where you are, you might be in phase 1, where nobody even knows, they don't care. I mean, leave these blockchain people, leave them. Or you could be in phase 2, where people say, no, we have to control this blockchain. This blockchain they can't be moving money like this. No. Let's deal with these people. This blockchain is destroying our economy. So you might be in that kind of situation. Don't worry, phase 3 is coming. You have to stay ahead, because this 3-phase process must happen. Initially, it will be ignored, persecuted, and then embraced. So stay ahead of the game by understanding the technology and embracing it. So imagine thousands of computers all have the same data, and they're spread across all the continents of the world, and each one can talk to every other one. So that means that even if one country decides we don't want blockchain in our country, the rest of the world will not even take note. The rest of the world will just keep doing their thing. That's the power of the blockchain. Unless internet stops operating, the blockchain will always be here, because it is a decentralized technology. Decentralized means that the data, that general ledger, exists on thousands of computers. So it's not centralized in one location. It is decentralized. That's the meaning of decentralized. So it is a decentralized ledger governed by peer-to-peer network, where one of them can talk to all the rest. So this Internet of Money is very resilient. You need to understand that it is very resilient. If you decide not to be part of it, it's going to move on. Let me ask a question. How many of you here bought Bitcoin in 2010? If you bought Bitcoin in 2010, type B in the chat box. I want to see if anybody here by chance bought Bitcoin in 2010 or 2009. See, no one. There's no B in the chat box. Look at it. No B. That means you didn't key in, but it still succeeded. So we're not here to convince you or force you into something. We just want you to know, with or without you, the blockchain will thrive. But with you, your generation can eliminate poverty in their lives. All right. So that's what we're telling you. The blockchain is a trust machine. Anytime two people don't trust themselves, bring the blockchain inside between both of them. There'll be trust, because there is data permanence, data immutability, tamper-proof transactions. You can't deny what you and I do. Whatever you and I do, you can't deny it. That is the beauty of the blockchain. So that's why you don't see any country doing election on the blockchain, because you cannot rig it. It will be the data will be permanent, and it will be verifiable even many, many years later. All right, so blockchain and cryptocurrencies is the future of money. And most times, people understand this later. But I want you to appreciate it. The earlier, the better. BlackRock controls over $9 trillion of investments. They have software that monitors all of their investments across the world. You cannot scam BlackRock. BlackRock does not engage in scam businesses. BlackRock ignored the blockchain, but this year they changed their mind. This year, after a lot of analysis, they said we want to be part of Bitcoin exchange traded funds, which means it will operate like shares. On people's behalf, we're going to help people access Bitcoin. So billions of dollars are coming to the blockchain. You need to understand that. And it has started happening already. So if BlackRock, a company that controls so much, money, is now coming together and saying, we want to get it on the blockchain with all the trillions of dollars they control, what stops you from getting on the blockchain? Why don't you think you need to also start thinking like BlackRock? All right. So money has moved on from the, gold coin, paper. Money is moving. It's digital. From the card system, cryptocurrencies are here to stay. You can bank on Sunday on the blockchain. You can send money from Africa to Europe, all right? From Tibet to Istanbul. The money will arrive within minutes. You don't need to talk to anyone. You don't need to talk to anybody saying my transaction has been hanging. Everything about the transaction is on the blockchain. That is the beauty of the blockchain. And so people see it as very convenient. All right. People see it as a very convenient system of moving money around. And so good guys and bad guys use it because of its efficiency. Right. So, but you're not a criminal. You are a legit person. So, but you need to understand the blockchain and use it to your advantage. While criminals are also exploiting it, that shouldn't stop you from investigating and positioning yourself for financial breakthrough. All right, so we all know cryptocurrencies started in recent times in 2009. Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency initially, but Bitcoin opened the way for many altcoins, alternative cryptocurrencies to come in. All right, these alternative cryptocurrencies came with some additional, capabilities that Bitcoin did not have. So faster transaction speed, more complex and effective consensus algorithms. Bitcoin recently had to upgrade its taproot, all right, and all of that, all right. So the world is embracing blockchain. CBDCs are also it's a term that many countries are getting involved in. In Africa, several countries have their central bank digital currency projects. So this is showing you that the world is paying attention to blockchain technology. In fact, if you are a specialist in blockchain technology, there are so many jobs all over the world that you can be a part of. But here's what you need to know. The amount of Bitcoin that will ever be created has a maximum supply. So that is why Bitcoin will continue to appreciate, because there's a finite supply of Bitcoin. The same way the amount of land on earth is finite. Okay. So you need to understand that if you can have one Bitcoin, have it, hold it for 30, 40, 50 years, hand it over to your kids, that will be a huge blessing. If you can't afford one Bitcoin, have any amount, just buy $100 Bitcoin, keep it somewhere, forget about it. All right, forget about it for 50 years. Hand it over to your kids. They're gonna thank you for that. Right, we're gonna point you to one of the easiest ways for you to navigate the blockchain, and that is by getting involved in trading activities. All right. So we have spot trading, we have futures trading, we have forex trading. So most times people want to trade, they just want to jump into forex and futures. And that's always a big mistake, because you're going to blow up thousands of dollars, thousands upon thousands of dollars, because you want to operate in a leveraged market. Now write this down. Never you start your trading journey in futures or forex. Never you start your trading journey. Start your trading journey on spot. Then get training. When you are properly trained, you can begin to test the waters of futures and forex. And even when you're testing those waters, you test with minimal capital that you can afford to lose. So never start with futures and forex. And I'm begging you in the name of God, all right? Because a lot of people don't know this. Some people tell them, come, this system is working very well, but they don't tell them that they're trading futures. You can't start your trading journey and jump into futures without training. You're going to burn your fingers. You're going to burn everything. All right. There are people that have been trying to trade forex for 10 years. They never made any serious profit. It's pain after pain. So please leave those markets, futures and forex. They are leverage markets. All right. And get started with spot trading. Spot trading is you own the assets. When you buy it, it's your own. Like a bag of rice, like bags of grain. It's yours. You own it. If the price goes up and down, you own it. You're in control of it. Nothing is happening. You don't panic. But in futures, you don't own it. Oh, the person in spot bought 5 bags. Then you in futures or forex, you're doing 10x leverage. You bought 50 bags. But you actually just bought 5 bags, but you're brandishing 50 bags. And if you use 100x leverage, you're brandishing 500 bags. When the market goes against you, the pain, you'll be owing the banks. So that is the danger of futures and forex. So I need you to understand, avoid futures, avoid forex, unless you are properly trained to navigate those markets. Tonight, I want to show you a technology that can trade spot and trade futures. But even the futures will tell you to forget about it. Don't use the bot for futures. Use it for spot trading and master how we trade. Because we don't want anyone losing their funds. We want everyone to be a winner and to increase in capital gain. So what is the name of this technology? The technology is called Royal Q. What is the name of this technology? The technology is called Royal Q. I said Royal Q. Royal Q. An amazing technology, a software that transforms lives, a software that, let me tell you this, Royal Q, this bot you're seeing, it can feed your family. This bot can give you dinner, lunch, breakfast. This bot can pay your children's school fees. This bot can help you complete whatever it is you're trying to achieve in your life. Let me take you on a very short journey to show you the capabilities on your path to $1 million. So we live in an era of technology. AI is everywhere. We have so much technology that's developing. The robotic butler, we all know, take your order, deliver your order without meeting anyone. That is technology. Artificial intelligence helps the police force, military to go bombard environments without sending any soldier, save lives without risking their forces. You can, capture criminals, retrieve dead bodies, disarm and dispose bombs, breach buildings, and there's a lot you can do to ensure security of environments. Now, you can actually drive without holding your steering. Now, just imagine that you're this guy. You've been driving and controlling your steering. Then suddenly you got this car that can drive itself. How would you feel?
Oh, shoots. We're using the self-driving. Good. Man, look at that. Holy cow. This is scary, folks. Because you don't know what's going to happen. Especially if you've not done it before. Allowing something, especially when you like to control your car. But now you have an AI driving you. The world is changing, folks. You better go with the change. If you're still driving the old way, I don't know what to tell you.
Sleeping on a bicycle.
Everything is changing. Business is changing. If you're not going technology, you don't know, you're going to miss out. They're going to leave you behind. Don't let nobody leave you behind. In your businesses and everything you do, tech is the new world. So get it going. I'm just chilling. Yep.
So don't let anyone leave you behind. Don't let anyone leave you behind. Technology is changing. The landscape is changing. Don't let anyone leave you behind. Believe, trust, move forward. A Royal Q is a technology that can help you automate your trading. If AI is being used to, police, if AI is being used to serve you meals, if AI is being used to deliver packages, why wouldn't you use AI to make money? All right. AI automatic trading is possible with Royal Q. This is a super intelligent application. This application is really good, but you need to spend a little bit of time learning it. So the mistake most people make when they start Royal Q, they quickly want to make a lot of money. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Consider your first 1-2 weeks as learning stage. You're going to probably make a lot of money. You might make 50%, you might make 30%, 10%, 5%, but no matter what you make, just concentrate on the learning for the first 1 month, all right? Because there's so much more to the bot. One of the most common mistakes I see is people be carried away by the money they're making in the first 1 week that they forget to keep training themselves. Listen, it's a skill-based system. It's a system that what you know gives you the edge over what others don't know. This is a system that can give you funds to feed yourself every day of the week is a potential money-making day. It is a 24/7 activity. There's no public holiday. Weekends, you can make money. Last weekend, the market was moving. People were making money on Saturday, Sunday. We're just cashing out. So this is the system we want to introduce you to. Now, I want to ask people in this meeting a question. If you've made money this week from Royal Q, do me a favor. Type 1 in the chat box. If you've made money this week from Royal Q, type 1 in the chat box. All right. I want to know, I want you to pay attention to the chat box and see people like you and me who are making money. All right. And the market has not been too good. But even as the market has been dipping, people are making money. And so they didn't know that I was going to ask this question, but they are making money. So we want you to understand that this system works. This system can feed you. It can give you financial relief. It can help you smile to the bank. Thank you very much for all the ones. I just got a special confirmation that, oh, this bot is working. And for all the new ones, of course, you can see that. So there are some challenges with trading. Trading can be emotional. Do I take this 1.1%? Do I take this 1.5%? Oh, do I enter now or do I repeat? All those analysis? Emotions can mess you up. So you can save those strategies and the bot will behave according to what you command without your emotions. Market analysis. Oh, how can you analyze the market? This, that. We have a simple system, easy to do. You don't need to have so many things, just one or two things or three, and then you can see where the market is going. The time to trade. It takes a lot of time to trade. It takes some, training. RoyalQ makes it easy. So you don't have to be looking at the chart for so many hours. You can decide, automate this and go to sleep. Now, we also have risk management. We show you how to manage your risk. Oh, yes, we show you money management so that you can always stay in the game. We show you strategy execution, all right? Save your strategy once, use it 1,000,000 times, use it forever. Of course, this bot is super fast. By the time you click, it has gone straight to your exchange and triggered the transactions. And you can handle multiple trades. So these are really powerful benefits. Now, the question is, you've been listening to me, but do you really trust, can you trust this bot? This RoyalQ, can you trust it? Now, this slide is one of the most important slides you need to pay attention to. Because if you don't trust something, you're not going to be confident enough to use it. So why do I personally trust RoyalQ? Now, many of us have been scammed and betrayed, and we've done different things online. I personally have. If we ask people here, almost everybody has been scammed one way or the other. But you know what? Look through all the platforms that scammed you. There's one thing that is common among them. They will always tell you to transfer your money from your exchanges to their own platform. So I don't want to call names, but they will tell you, send us your money to our platform. We'll be trading and giving you 1% daily. Now, they're not trading anything. They're just taking money from others and paying you, and they have a target. Once they hit the target, they shut down on the platform. And everything will be working smoothly until the day they know they want to shut down. They'll introduce one mistake. And then people start saying, oh, we are fixing it. Then that's beginning before you know they're gone. Or they'll come up with the talk of want to upgrade. Just hold on, let's do some upgrade. And from the upgrade, they vanish. We have experienced all of that. See, the moment you take your money from your exchange or your bank and send it to any platform, you are at the mercy of that platform. So you have your online blockchain bank, your exchange. RoyalQ tells you, please, I don't want you to send me your capital because you don't know me. So keep your capital in your exchange, in your bank account, leave it there on the blockchain. Then connect me over the internet and disable withdrawal. I can't withdraw from your exchange. It's disabled automatically. Then make sure that only this set of IPs can talk to the exchange so that nobody can hack this bot. Listen, since 2021, everybody that has done this API binding with restricted IP, nobody has lost money. We've been trading for years. Trades are happening seamlessly, effectively. No stories, no questions asked. So this is why I trust RoyalQ. This is why you can too. Because your capital stays in your exchange account. A lot of people don't understand this. But you see, your capital stays in your exchange account. You don't send your capital to any platform. You don't send it to RoyalQ. It stays in your blockchain bank, all right? And the popular one is Binance, all right? One of the popular ones. All right, so you can't just have that account. You must do your KYC. You must verify you're a real person, all right? And there's restrictions until you prove who you are. So once you have your funds here, no platform can go there to steal your money. They can only steal your money when you send it to them. So with RoyalQ says, keep your trading capital with you. We only want the cost of our bot. Send us the cost of our bot and gas fee, fuel fee. That's all. Your trading capital, which can be from $100, $50 to $1 million, whatever you want, keep it in your exchange account so you can have rest of mind. We don't want you to be worried. We want you to trade with rest of mind. And so that is what makes RoyalQ stand out. So this is a system you can trade with rest of mind. You can rest your mind. Rest your mind. There was a time RoyalQ was doing some work. They had to resolve some issues for like 24 hours. And they said, hey, give us some time. Let's fix some issues. Some newbies were panicking, but we always tell them, go to your exchange, go to your bank account here. Go check, is your money here? They checked and they saw that their money was here and safe, sound, and intact until the issue was resolved and they reconnected the bot and they now calm down. So this is what makes RoyalQ, thrive till today. I need you to understand that your capital will remain in your control. So when you're walking on the road and your money is in your pocket, you have confidence. You put your hand in your pocket, you say, yes, it's there. As you're walking, you're feeling it's my money is in my control. My money is in my control. Nobody's touching my pockets. My money is in my control. Even if sometimes you put it inside the shorts, under the jean, maximum confidence. If you are going to a place, where you have a lot of pickpockets, you are feeling the money in your pocket. So that's what it is. When your money in your exchange account, you cannot be scammed. So is the trade happening on your phone? The answer is no. The trading is not happening on your phone. The trading is happening between your exchange account, all right, and RoyalQ servers. Your phone is just for watching the Champions League game, right? So just like you're watching the Champions League game, all right, or you're watching the EPL on your television screen, your phone is a television screen. The match is not happening on your television screen, all right? The match is happening somewhere in the UK or Europe or anywhere. Your television screen, your phone is just for viewing what's happening somewhere else. So your phone is just to install, configure, and view what's happening between these two applications. Okay. So if you have a network challenge, you don't have to be paralyzed. Anytime you get back into good network environment, you'll see all your trades. Your trades will sell off, even if you're in bad network. It will sell off based on the parameter set. The bot will operate, even if you shut down your phone. All right. So that's the beauty of it. So if you're somebody that travels a lot, go for a setting that works for you, even when you're out of the network environment, and you'll be good to go. All right. So what's in it for you? What can RoyalQ really do for you? That's a very valid question to ask. What can RoyalQ do for you? Now, I want to let you know this, and we are under promising and over delivering. You can make 8%, 10% to 50% every single month. Yes, you can make 8% to 50% or even more every single month. Literally, no kidding. All right. I remember the first month I had with RoyalQ, I put in $100 to test it, and I just put my settings. I walked away. I didn't bother doing anything. The market moved up and down, and after 1 month, it delivered 10%. All right. Then that gave me confidence. My capital had risen by 10%. So this is really a beautiful thing. If you're thinking of how to counter inflation, this is it. If you make, listen, I tell you, we just finished a session where people have made so much in a month. I've seen people make 100% in a week. All right. So, but just keep your minds on 10% in a month and begin to learn, improve in your capabilities with the bots. Remember, this bot just does buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Bring down the average price, sell off, take profit. And you're going to be seeing your capital increasing day after day, day after day, day after day. All right, so always remember, market goes up and down, okay? Market will always go up and down. So if you come in here, market will go against you for a while. You relax because market is still going up. So no need to paralyze yourself and to become too worried. All right, so we have different methods of trading. We have methods where you can trade in the deep, operate in the deep and be making money every single day, no matter how deep the market goes. You can operate different markets at different levels and keep making money. We have methods where you can operate hands-free if you have some good money. All right. We have methods where you take signals and you go into the market and grab money. This bot is a simple way to help people to make money because those signals automatically point people to where the money is coming in from and entry, and everybody smiles to the bank. You can also be trained to do your own market analysis if it's your kind of passion. We have a lot of free trainings, all right? A lot of free trainings that you can decide to explore, and it's going to change your life. So please, when you get started, please go through those free trainings because they're going to add value to your life. And of course, there are methods where you can be taking 30%. If you're somebody who is very patient, you can just say, okay, this is my trade. I'm not going to be bothered. Anytime you hit 30%, I'll take you. Anytime you hit 20%, I'll take you. All right. And that's how you can grow your portfolio. So some trades will be fast, some trades will be slow. Remember, not all trades will perform with different speeds. Some trades are going to just hit the target in a short time, and some trades will take a while, and some trades will first go against you before hitting your target. So always relax with your trades, okay? It's okay if your trade goes against you by minus 20%. This is spot trading, so you have nothing to worry about, all right? Nothing to worry about. Now, we have a big goal. We want to train 10,000 traders. And this training is going to be brick by brick, a trader at a time, a group of traders at a time, because we know that a lot of people lack skills, all right? And we want you to be exposed to a skill set you can use till the day you die, all right? You can be 75 years old and be making money on the blockchain, all right? So we want to get you skilled. So you're going to learn how to read price charts with us. You're going to understand candlestick patterns. You're going to understand how to identify support and resistance, all right? And I'm going to have a special training for that over the next few hours, support and resistance in depth. You're going to learn how to do a bit of, trend analysis. You're going to know how to use a few indicators, news and event analysis, money management, trading psychology. And let me tell you, continuous education. Yes, continuous education. Once you're done with the free tradings, be ready for continuous education. And so we know we're going to achieve that goal. So how much does it take to get started with this technology? You just need $120. Yeah, $120. That's all it takes for 1 year subscription. Somebody was saying, oh, I thought it was for one month. I said, hello, it's for 1 year subscription, please. All right, 1 year subscription, $120. It's really affordable. And you just also need to have what we call fuel fee or gas fee. So why do we send both subscription fee and fuel fee to RoyalQ? Subscription fee is for activating the bot, and fuel fee is where RoyalQ will take its profit share. So for every trade you make profits in, only profits, all right? Anytime you sell in profits, RoyalQ will take 20% of the profit. So if you make $10 profit, RoyalQ will take $2. Now remember, RoyalQ cannot withdraw from your exchange account. It cannot withdraw from that exchange account. It can only take money from its own wallet inside RoyalQ. So that's why you're dropping the $20 fuel fee there minimum, all right? Because when you make profits inside your exchange account, RoyalQ can't touch that money. So RoyalQ will go to its internal bot wallet under the mine section and take that fuel fee. Now, so people keep asking, oh, will I have to be topping fuel fee every time? No, the initial fuel fee is out of pocket. After that, you don't have to bring any other money from your pocket, like fresh money. From your trade results, you can always add to your fuel fee. So this $20 will generate you $100 profit. So from that $100 profit, you just take $20, send back to the wallet and repeat on that $100 and keep going in that cycle. So out of pocket one time only. All right. And so the responsibility here, people always ask me, what's the risk? What's the risk of RoyalQ? The risk is you being unwilling to learn. That's the risk. You being nonchalant and unwilling to learn. And when I say learn, this is very easy now. You spend time watching videos on TikTok and YouTube, Instagram. Just watch a few videos. 15 minutes, you're trained. Yeah, 1 hour, you're trained to really use this bot. All right. So this is really a powerful thing that can change your life. If you just dedicate 1-2 hours, you've gotten the training you need to really make some good money in this market. All right. So those are the two things you send to the bot: the cost of the bot and the gas fee. So by the way, if you're trading with $10,000, $5,000, $20 gas fee will not be good enough for you. So make sure you put $100 because you'll be making so much more profit, and so your gas fee payments will also be so high. All right, more money, more gas fees. which makes sense, you're always in the game. And people always ask me, what is RoyalQ website? If you want to operate from the laptop, your trades, https://royalqs.com. So these are just screenshots of trade results. You have people who are making, serious money. You have $100 who that is just making 10% in 3 days. Listen, it's all about skills, and we'll keep emphasizing this. The risk is you. Are you going to be a patient trader, or are you going to be an impatient trader? All right. So just an hour ago, we spoke to people who made 30% in 3 weeks, and they feel like, oh, actually, I perform better. You have to relax. It's your first month. All right. And are you going to be somebody who's going to follow the risk management rules, or are you going to just go take all your money, put inside one asset because you think it's going up? Risk management is key, and then you need to control your emotions. All right. So if you get these 3 things right, you'll be among the 10% elite traders. All right. So I have a challenge for you. What is the challenge? Okay. What is the challenge? Can you take 300 trades? That's the question. Can you take 300 trades? If I challenge you to take 300 trades, can you take it? And you can complete this. I mean, we're expecting a bull run, so you can complete this in 10 months. That's it. Will you be able to trade for the next 10 months? Learn a few skills, practice, and position yourself for financial breakthrough? Or are you going to be so nonchalant and just tell yourself, I just don't want to learn anything. I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to click anything. Let the money just drop from the sky. Well, that's not how it works. So let me show you what can happen if you decide to learn a few skills in a few hours and begin this journey that is life-changing. All right, so let me share my screen for a moment, and let me show you exactly what is possible. So here is a screen where we're going to use a compound interest, calculating tool. And I just want to zoom in a little bit so you can see the figures clearly. Now we're going to use $1,000 for tonight's calculation. Now, for example, if you're using a particular strategy, we can tell you trade with 45% of your capital as first buying amount. Okay, that is the popular TGS strategy. But there are other strategies. We have the RQTMI strategy, which is also powerful, and many other strategies are used by various team members. But let's just paint this picture. If you have $1,000, your first buying amount will be $450, 45% of that, right? Then you leave 55% for margin calls. Then you enter based on sharp signals. Now, you tell yourself, hey, I want to make 1.5% every trade. So it's not about 300 days. No, 300 trades. So every trade, some trades can take 5 days, some trades can take 1 week, some trades can take 5 minutes. Many trades will take less than 24 hours. All right. So just 300 trades. If you take 300 trades, what are you going to experience? And I click on calculate. It's telling me that your $1,000 will transform to $38,000 within 300 trades. People are doing this already. So I need you to remove the poverty mentality in your head. If you have it, remove it. And please, I need you to activate one of the powerful gifts of God in your life. That is your ability to think and imagine. Now, I know you have been imagining a lot of negative things in your environment. You have been imagining a lot of worst-case scenarios. Yes, worst-case scenarios, anxiety, they are easier to imagine. But I want you to stop imagining negativity and pause it and switch. Force yourself. The first time you want to imagine something positive, you have to force yourself. So force yourself and imagine something positive. That you can start this journey today with $1,000 and that you can end up with $38,000 in 10 months, less than a year. You're going to sacrifice that $1,000 and say, this is my sacrifice to break my family away from poverty and inflationary, handicap, and create a better tomorrow. and you just begin to learn. Don't judge yourself with your first 2 weeks or 1 month. You're learning. And after that, you keep getting better and better and better. And you begin to perform powerful things with this technology. Ladies and gentlemen, you get to a point where you're no more going to be having anxiety. Listen, when a bird lands on a branch of a tree, where do you think the confidence of the bird comes from? Does the bird have confidence that the branch cannot break? Or does the bird have confidence in its ability to fly? Have you ever seen a branch break and the bird fall to the ground? So the bird has a lot of confidence in its ability to fly. It has that capability. Now we want you to have the capability to transform your life so that you will not be scared if one job is about to shut down. You don't get panic. I mean, you don't want to lose your job, but you don't get worried or paralyzed if one source of income is shutting down. You trust in your capabilities because you've done the trainings, you believe in yourself, you know you can create this, and you start on the first. You don't have to wait until things go bad before you start changing your life. Start changing your life before things go bad. So get started today and begin to trade and make that money. Be tired of poverty. Pastor Kumi used to play with poverty. And when I say play with poverty, I mean play with his studies. He was playing with failure. And I tell this story at times. You can check it on YouTube. He was enjoying failing. In primary school, he didn't even know why he was in school. He was always failing, playing and laughing. He didn't care. Always failing. Until it was time for the entrance examination into secondary school. And suddenly he dawned on him that if he failed, he wouldn't make it. Then he told himself, I think I've played too much. Let me go and start attending these classes. He got tired of the failure because of fear of what was about to happen. Now, I want you to look at the future. You don't have to wait until those terrible things happen. You can start now by being tired of poverty. Be tired of failure. And it takes just one decision, and you can change your story. You can convert $1,000 to $38,000 in a year, and you will do it wearing pajamas in your sitting room. You can go to work from morning to evening. When you're done with work, you come back and decide, oh, I want to trade this. You can do it. And it's super easy. You can do it because many persons can do it. 70-year-old persons are doing it. 20-year-old kids are doing it. Anybody can do it. But this is the first cycle of the 300-day challenge. And I'm sure after the first cycle, you're going to tell yourself, thank you. You take $28,000, go have fun. Yeah, go take $28,000, go have fun. Then you know what? The $10,000, you go again. You tell yourself, yeah, I experienced the first, 300 days challenge. It was awesome. I was able to cash out with $8,000. Now I have $10,000. You go again. Now in the second time, because you have $10,000, your first buying amount is going to be $4,500. Right there on the screen, I've changed that. You click on calculate. The same 1.5%, 300 trades challenge. Now your $10,000 has transformed to $387,000. Now, this second cycle is likely going to happen in the bull run. Sorry, in the bearish season. It overlap bull run, bearish season. So let's just say it can take you 2 years. The first year for the first 300 and 2 years for the second 300 trades. That's 3 years. In 3 years, you will now have trading capital of $387,000. It's a journey to $1 million, ladies and gentlemen. It will work for you. It's your skill set. It's a skill-based system. Now, with $387,000, trust me, take 287, go do whatever you want to do. Oh my God. What does $387,000 mean? 387,123. Let's multiply that by, just say 1,005. Let me just be modest. Okay. And this is almost 600 million of a local currency. It's crazy. This is when your grandkids come to you and you can decide to fly anywhere in the world. They know that, hey, this vacation is a long vacation. Let's spend it in 3 continents. You take them on that journey. You move your whole family. You are confident. you're having a problem. Anywhere you are, there's a blockchain and you can make your money. Super, super interesting. All your bills are paid for. life becomes more straightforward because of the blockchain, because of the skills you have, because you're confident in yourself, and you now know how to navigate these markets. If I decide to go on one more cycle, you hit $1 million. But I'll just stop at that. Use your imagination for the rest. So this is the skill-based system we're encouraging you to become a part of, and take that challenge with us. A lot of people are happy with this result. People are saying yes, it's working. People are saying yes, it's working, because if you listen earlier, they were telling you, we've made money this week, we've made money this week, we've made money this week. People are making really good income. So please just go back to whoever invited you, get the link, sign up, activate, and begin to learn or trade. All right? Just get back to whoever invited you. Work closely with whoever invited you. Choose your leader, with care. Let the person have what it takes to take you to where you're going to. And if he doesn't have that capability, make sure he connects you to someone who can take you to that next level, because it is a skill-based system. I need you to come with passion when you decide to start with RoyalQ. Come with passion. If you don't come with passion, you won't be able to take 300 trades, and you'll be able to change your life. Your first month, don't be insistent that it has to be 100% gains, 30% gains. Just concentrate on learning. And eliminate all poverty and fear from your brain so that you can see the market clearly. You're going to experience a miracle, but you must do the work involved of learning a few things. Learning a few things. You can learn these things in a very short time. Some people learn it in 30 minutes and they start making money. So why not you? Why not now? Right? So get back to whoever invited you and really get started. You can convert this system into a business. If you're somebody that loves to tell people about opportunity, you would love to tell them about this opportunity. And I really encourage people to save 20 lives. Save at least 20 lives. Tell yourself your first 1 year, once you understand the system in the first month, within the next 2 months, you're going to get 20 people on board and coach them. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that the more you teach people about it, how to use the bot, the better you get at it. So get 20 people, teach them, connect them to a leader who can help teach them. Then you have your team of 20 persons who are also trading with you. Now, that team of 20 persons, if they replicate what you do in a short time, in a few months, you'll be surprised that you have a team of 100. You now become somebody who, even though you are not trading, you are now an investor, because money will be coming because you decide to mentor a few people. So here are the possibilities of mentoring a few people. I mean, this is optional. You don't have to talk to anybody to go to $1 million. You can just trade on your own. But most people don't even have trading capital. So how can they raise it? We tell them to share the opportunity. So if you build a team of 20 during this bull run, there'll be many days you'll be making $50. On the average, you'll be making $10 with your team of 20. We've seen this happen several times with people that were struggling financially, suddenly are people who are making money easily. If you have a team of, 100 persons, you will have days you will make $500. Most days you can make $50 to $100. Hands-free, even if you don't trade. And if you have a team of 300, you'll be making $500 to $1,000 daily during this bull run. And if you have a team of 800, there'll be some days you make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. On several days you'll be making $1,000. And if you have a team of 1,500 persons, oh my God, $5,000, $10,000, you're going to be experiencing that huge income every single day. So, ladies and gentlemen, this screen is for those who like to build a business out of RoyalQ. And I really want you to think of it. All right. But first of all, get started, master how we trade. Then you can share the opportunity if you wish. But if you don't want to share the opportunity, you can be selfish, trade by yourself, keep it a secret. And somebody else is going to tell all your people and all your family members, and you discover it later. So, and you say, oh, I wish I had told you earlier. You deserve to be rich. Some people say, I'm poor, but we are happy. Now, who told you cannot be rich and happy? Life has advanced and become so complex that a great amount of wealth is required for you to live a complete life. Things are so complex that to live a complete life, you need some level of cash flow. Poverty makes you not to love fully. You can't express your love fully to your loved ones. Love is denied its full potential by poverty. So don't tell me You are poor but happy. Change your idea of what you think is possible. That is a gift that God gave to you. I know maybe you never made $1,000 online, you never made $10,000 online, you never made $20,000 online before, you've never made $100,000 online. Change your idea of what you think is possible. That's the gift God gave to you. One, you can think and imagine. Now use that imagination. Change your idea of what you think is possible. Then the third gift, remember, your thoughts affect your reality, your dominant thoughts. So I want you to be positive. Don't give up. The first step is the hardest because you'll be analyzing. You've listened to the presentation. It looks good, looks nice. Oh my God, is this real? Then you spend the whole night analyzing. Then you go and talk to a friend that doesn't even understand the blockchain, that is afraid of the blockchain. You go and tell him, I want to get on the blockchain. You tell you, don't try it though. Don't try it. They will scam you. He was doing Ponzi. He was scammed. But when you call blockchain, he's only thinking of the last Ponzi he did. And then your overanalysis paralyzes you. And then you miss out on this life-changing opportunity. Believe, trust, move forward. The first step is the hardest. Once you overcome the first step and get started, your first month will be about learning. Every other step, super easy. So I really want you to be a part of this amazing opportunity. But the choice is yours. You have two options. So it's time for go or no go decision. Option A, no go. Do nothing. Stay as you are. Continue to struggle with your bills. Keep arguing with your spouse about money. Continue to tell your kids, no, you can't have this pizza. No, there's no money for this now. Or, continue to, payday can become transfer day. Once they pay you, you transfer the whole money out, go into debt, be broke. You can continue that cycle. Do nothing, option A. Yeah. But you have option B. Option B, choose B. Activate Royal Q in your life. Have another source of income. All right. Experience financial relief. Start with your first $10, $20. It begins to increase. You make your first $3,000.